Hey guys, what's up? Julio here. I wanted to put together this Film Yourself Better series to help a lot of you fitness and wellness professionals out there get your message out and across since we're all kind of confined and quarantined. Lots of us are live streaming and creating content for web and for different platforms like Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. So I wanted to put together this series to help empower you guys to film yourself better. This episode is going to be on gear. And I'm basically gonna break down what sort of cameras to get, what audio, as well as what sort of lighting. There's lots of other technical details which we can go into in another video at a later date, but I just wanna break each one of these categories down and give you guys kind of like a good, better, best. And of course, that'll vary based in terms of quality as well as in terms of price, but that way you guys can at least get started in the right direction. So moving right along, let's jump right into cameras. So in terms of cameras, the best camera is always gonna be the one that you got. So right at the good price point or at the good entry level, I'm gonna say use your phone, whether it's an iPhone or an Android. Phones these days record amazing video. Some of them even shoot 4K. So that will be plenty right there in and of itself. Moving down to the better category, we're gonna enter like a price point that let's say is around $500 to $700. And in this price range, you can get cameras like the Sony a6100. It has amazing autofocus. It has a microphone jack so that you can plug a microphone into the camera. That way you don't have to worry about recording sound internally, which we'll talk a little bit more in the audio section. And also in this price point, you have cameras like the Panasonic G7. It has a smaller sensor size, but the battery life and the picture quality on the Panasonics is phenomenal. Moving right into the best category, we've got cameras that are a little bit more expensive, somewhere around the $2,000 price range. But in this ballpark, we have cameras like the Canon EOS R, which is a brand new piece of tech from Canon. It has amazing autofocus, and also cameras like the Panasonic GH5, which has been pretty much like an industry workhorse. The picture quality on it is great, and by far it has one of the best battery lives I've personally ever used in a camera. It's actually the camera that I'm filming this video on right now. Moving right into the next category, we're gonna jump right into audio. Audio, again, the best thing you could have is whatever's free. Chances are just about every cell phone, at least I know my iPhone came with headphones. If you're using a laptop and recording some sort of live stream, those headphones will work for that as well. If you want to move into something that's a little bit more movement or fitness oriented and you don't want to be tethered with a cable, this is when we can start looking into using AirPods or possibly using some sort of a Bluetooth headphone to go ahead and record audio. That's going to be the cheapest option, anywhere between like $100 and $200. I think the AirPod Pros are like $250. So that's gonna be at the good ballpark. Moving into the better category for audio, we have microphones such as the Rode VideoMic ProPlus, which is actually the microphone that I'm using right now. It has a cold shoe and a hot shoe attachment, just clips on right to the top of the camera. You can plug it in. You can buy this microphone individually for like about $300. It also comes as part of a kit with like a boom stand and an arm. So let's say you're gonna be maybe filming like a talking head video like this, I would recommend that microphone. And if you wanted to get rid of the cable and run a wireless setup, at that better price point, you can look into the RODELINK Filmmaker wireless mic packs. That does come with a wireless lavalier, so you can go ahead and clip that on, and has a standard transmitter receiver, one you connect to the camera, one you wear on you, and then you can take it wireless. Moving into the best category, we're gonna be looking at wireless microphones. The ones that I personally use are the Sennheiser AVX wireless mic packs. It comes in two different bundles. There's like an MKE2 and an ME2. I would just suggest getting the ME2. It's the cheaper of the two, but the reason that I suggest that for this best level kit is because I would additionally recommend an over-the-ear microphone such as this Samson SE10T. This is the one that I personally use whenever I'm creating content for fitness or wellness professionals. It's a typical like over-the-ear microphone. That way it's kind of nice and right here close to the mouth. It's great because when you're moving and you're, and you're doing handstands or push-ups or working through any sort of physical activities, a lot of times you're gonna get lots of rustle or static from the lav, either rubbing into the shirt or just picking up sound from every direction. So the over-the-ear microphones are great because it gets that microphone as close as possible to the subject's mouth. That way you have the clearest possible sound, and it also helps reduce a lot of the echo when we're in some of these rooms or studios. So let's jump into lighting. Now I can genuinely, I'm gonna create a whole video on lighting, but I could genuinely talk for days about lighting, but trying to keep this simple. Don't forget, natural light, daylight is free. So if you can position yourself next to a window, especially if it's got like some nice curtains that are soft and they diffuse the light, that's gonna be amazing, and that's gonna be free. Separate from free stuff, at the good price point, you can go on Amazon or you can go on eBay. They have lots of these fluorescent soft boxes. This is like somewhere in the like $35 to $50 price point. It's definitely gonna be a lower quality light. However, it will bring up the ambient if you're trying to film at night or if you're just filming in a dark space. It'll get the job done, but natural light, I would definitely suggest over using that entry-level lighting. At the better level, I'm gonna go ahead and suggest the same Amazon, eBay, Neewer, however you say that. They're a very popular brand on Amazon, and I've actually purchased a couple of their lights myself. They make these LED 1x1 video light panels. You can buy them in a kit for like about 250 bucks, and it comes with 2 lights and stands. I would suggest like a softbox option for them. Again, that's gonna be at the 250 price point. These lights are nice because you could adjust them from daylight all the way down to tungsten, and they also have a knob so that you can dim them. I suggest these. They definitely have a much better color rating and color renditioning over the fluorescents. Moving right along into the best category, I would suggest lights like the Aputure 300D Mark II. It's actually a brand new light that Aputure's released. It has a professional color rendition. It has really high color ratings, and it's actually the light that I'm using right now to film this video. I use it for my professional jobs when I'm on set with paying clients. You're not gonna get better than this for the price, and it also has an industry standard Bowens mount, so you can kind of change the different modifiers that you put on the front of the light. So if you wanna have a softbox, or if you wanna have like doors so that you can kind of narrow the beam, or if you want it to be a spotlight, I mean, that starts nerding out and getting a little bit deeper down the rabbit hole of lighting, but it is definitely an industry leading light and something that I highly recommend. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I didn't really want to go into too much detail because I can genuinely like nerd out and talk about this all day. But I just wanted to give you guys some tools and empower you and kind of push you in the right direction to create the best possible content, not just for yourself, but also for your viewers. I hope this video helps. Feel free to subscribe. I'm gonna be making more of these. Follow me on Instagram. My handle is @FitFlexHuli. And if you guys have any more questions or want to see other videos or topics covered, drop a comment and let me know. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hope you guys are staying safe. Wash your hands, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.